Hey YouTube, so I've been procrastinating lately, so I have lots of books to talk about. All of these books will be talked about in this video, so bear with me as I continue. This one I read recently is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Margaret Atwood is a Canadian writer, and she's really cool. The book is kind of a dystopia, future, crazy society sort of book, so those are always fun. And it's about a lady who has the job, essentially, of bearing children for the family she works for, so it leads to all kinds of exciting drama. So, really good. Margaret Atwood's cool. I'll have more to say about her next time, because I'm reading another book by her. This one is The Quiet American. It's by Graham Greene. It's about a reporter in Vietnam who is writing things there, and he meets a young American guy who seems quite innocent and lovely and is not all of those things he may seem to be. If you like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I feel like you might like this just because it has like an old kind of weird creepy man in it or something. I don't know if that's why, but it has some intrigue and some mystery aspects to it, so it's kind of cool. And Graham Greene is really witty and insightful throughout the whole thing, and his dialogue is brilliant and entertaining and sometimes funny, and it's good. And if you don't have time to read this, you should see the 2002 movie version with Brendan Fraser, because Brendan Fraser is awesome. So that movie's not so bad. And book's better than movie, but Brendan Fraser, so, I mean, come on. This one is called The French Lieutenant's Woman. It's written by John Fowles, who writes it like a Victorian novel, even though he is not from the Victorian times, he's from the 20th century. So, it's kind of like a Victorian novel and has all that jazz in it with the gentlemen and the ladies and such, but it also has a bit more of a 20th century feel with the things that those characters do in the novel. The plot is stupid, and I did not like it. The main character, Charles Smithson, is an imbecile and completely just annoys me. But I did love how John Fowles, he just inserts himself into the text randomly to, like, talk to you about what he's doing in the novel, and, like, be like, I don't know what to do with this main character now. I put him on a train, and I'm not really sure where he's going. And, so that always entertains me whenever the author, like, butts in to, like, talk about what he's writing. I think that would drive other people crazy, but I was really entertained by it. There's even parts where he does a little bit of time turner stuff and then redoes an ending, and all the while inserting himself as a character into the book to do that. So that stuff was super entertaining for me, and, it's good, yeah. So you can check this book out. It's a little more scandalous than your typical Victorian novel, so that's a little warning for you there. This book, Graceland, is my favorite of these four that I'm talking about this time, and it's by Chris Abani. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's a Nigerian author. I believe he's from Nigeria. Yeah, yes, he is from Nigeria. It says so on the back. But it's about a boy in Nigeria who loves Elvis and wants to be a dancer, so right there you've got a good premise. But it just gives you a crazy picture of what poverty in Nigeria is really like, and he lives in, like, a house in the middle of a swamp, and it, like, floods, and there's, like, rats floating in the water, but then there's, like, totally normal stuff, like, I mean, him listening to records that you've heard of, and that are totally American, and drinking Coke all the time, and then there's really crazy, insane stuff, like people selling organs for money, and I don't know, it's really crazy and really descriptive, and he just puts you in there and doesn't let you, he just lets you feel and smell and see everything that's going on. So he's a really impressive writer, and this book is really good, so I definitely recommend this one. And yes, that's all for this week.